You remember in the previous video we were not able to accomplish the checkout system, the checkout section, because the video was too long, so we had to stop it in halfway and promise to accomplish it in the next video. So today we are going to accomplish what we promised in the previous video, whereby we're going to have here a list of users products, the users product that he ordered for, and also the information that of the user fed here automatically, as well as creating the logic of submitting this data to the Android Firebase, so the administrators can receive these orders from the users and they can react upon the orders. That's what you're going to do in today's video. So it's a lot, it's not that much simple, and you should be ready to do it with me. So if you are, let's do it then. So where should we start from? Okay, so we'll go straight to the checkout here. I think this is where we are supposed to start from exactly. Okay, so let us begin by working on the UI. For example, I have to initialize that toolbar, and then feed the data. Okay, so I'll simply come to checkout here. Where's our checkout is here. I'll come and init toolbar, it is here. So I'll initialize the toolbar. I'll come here, call this method, and I'm going to create it, and I'll explain it, don't worry. So I'll come here on bottom here and paste here the init toolbar here. Okay, so here we're having toolbar that and drawable of close. So let us go ahead and create this drawable of close. So I'll come there and come to the drawable, right click on it and say come new, come and say vector asset, double click there and say what, and say close like that, and say okay, there's there, I see close, and say next and say finish, and this one will be resolved. So after doing that, we'll go ahead and set the navigation color to gray. You can see how I've set it. Okay, then I say get the support toolbar, and I set the title to null, so I'm removing the title of the toolbar in the toolbar, and then say get support.set display enable home here, so I make it true that drawable should have this close icon, and then I have here set system color to be utility. I think I have this method in utility. In utils, I think I already put in utils. I didn't do it. I think I put it there. I didn't even put in tools. Setting the system color. I already used this method somewhere. In the main activity, okay, here. Copy it. Okay, let's remove this. Okay. For this, let me just keep it like this. Okay, so by doing like this, you should be able to fix all the issues. You can pause the video and look at it. So now after doing that, now what we're going to do, we're going to first begin by checking if the user is logged in or not logged in. Okay, so if the user is not logged in, we'll redirect him to the sign up activity, and if they are not if they are logged in, we'll keep them around, we'll get them, and then feed the information in the main cart. But before we do that, let us first work on the main point, which is feeding the cart information. Okay, so I can say feed cart. Okay, say feed cart data, so it's going to be a separate one. So this data is going to be much of the data that we did in the when we're creating this when we're creating the list of products. Okay, so I'll come here to our main activity and copy this data, this logic that we did here. Okay, I'm just going to copy this top part of the recycler view to save the time. Okay, so I hope we did it together, right? So I'm going to change this one from recycler view. I have to create this object first, recycler view, like this. So after doing that, you can see I've created recycler view here, initialize it here, and then set progress, remove this one. Recycler view, set visibility visible, I can remove that one, and then I'll need the adapter. Okay, the adapter, it is here. Okay, you can as well do the same. So that's our adapter, and then we need the products. Okay, so the products. So before we get the products, before we feed this data, we must first get the products. Okay, so let me cut this, let me remove it here. I'll call this one inside the get products. Okay, so I can say get cut. So this method, I'm going to put the logic of get the data that we've put in the cart. Okay, so just create this one, get cart data. So inside here, after getting the cart data, is when I'll feed the products data. Okay, so how do you get the cart data? We just simply say cart model dot find all, yeah. And then I did put here cart dot class. So how do you get it? You just simply say, if you still remember, let me go and check in the sign-in activity. Yeah, the sign-in activity, I think. So I did some kind of find all. No, the sign up. No, I think we just equate it like this. We just simply say we first create a cart list of cart models. Okay, is equal to new. I can just equal it to null by default. So I'm in a cart, don't be confused. I'm in cart activity, so I'll initialize it here. I think that's how I did it with sugar rem. So it is simple. So I just press alt and enter, cast this one to list. Yeah, so I'll check if it is null. I'll simply put here a toast failed, and put here else. I'll put a toast of good, and I'll put the size, which is cart models dot size, adding like that. Okay, so there we can tell. Okay, let me put this one inside the try and catch. Try and put here catch exception E. I can put the toast white fails, toast failed to get. Okay, failed because E dot get message. Okay, and then I can maybe put some return, so that if it fails, I'm not interested anymore. Okay, and put some finish. Just close this activity when it fails to get this data. So let's go ahead and run this so far and see what we can get. So that's our project. Let me go to logcat and to see if you'll have any issue. Remove this. Okay, delete everything. Now let's go and open the cart. There's some issue. It crashes. Let's see what could be making it crash. It is crashing because of this initting toolbar. It's supposed to be. It is causing an error. Let me put here in the bottom. Here. After putting set support, and then I do it. That's why it was crashing. So let us run it again. Oh, it is crashing because I've not put the toolbar layout. Okay, I've not put the toolbar layout in the what? In the main activity, in the layout activity. That's why. So I have to press Ctrl and click on this. Okay. We have toolbar. No, we don't have it. So I got the other one that I did. Toolbar, it is here. You had forgot to put the toolbar. I skipped it. It is surrounding this linear layout, of course. Okay. So I'll copy these two and go and make them surround this toolbar, this one. Okay. Only the toolbar was missing. This one, only one, this one, and with X toolbar. So I'll come here and collapse this and put this tag. You can do the same and then it will be fixed. And then the theme, let me put here light. Theme design lighter. I think that will work. So this is the one that was missing. So let's go ahead and run the project again. Let us first skip this toolbar thing. It is delaying us here. I'll come for it. So I'll comment it for now. So let's run the project again. I'll come back for it maybe. So it's supposed to be list all, not find all. You see? It's supposed to be list all, not find all. Let us run it again. I had put find all. These two things confuse me, you know. It is list all. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it. Click on here. Now you can see it's working. Let me reduce on the size so I can see the size. So go back, click. You can see there is one item, even though we add it multiple times. But since this is having a unique ID, add it to cart. But if you come here, it'll have it as one. And if you add a second one, add it, and then if you come back, you'll have it as the second. Why? Because it cannot allow to have two with the same unique IDs. Okay. So now let us go and work with that. Let us now fix the remaining part. Now we have a list of what? A list of what is it? Checkout. It is here. Now here at this point, we have a list of what? List of products. I mean a list of products in the cart. So if it fails here, or if it is null, let me make sure that I don't go beyond here by simply clicking on, by simply putting finish and return. Okay, in case it is null. Okay, so here I'm going now to create a product list. This is just the objects of cart, but I'm going to convert them into what? Into products. Okay, so let me create another list. I'm going to call it product list, because our adapter, I want to use a single adapter, and for it does just only recognizes what? A product list. But if you want to use a separate adapter for the cart, you can still go ahead and use the same cart list. So I'm going to put here product model, and I'm going to call it maybe products, something like that, products. Okay, so I'm going to go to loop through this as I'm creating them into possible products. So I simply say for, and I put here that, sorry, I put here product, cat model, I can call it C, and then I put the colon and put the products that the cat model that I need to loop in. Okay, so that's our loop. So each time it loops, I'll be creating a single product as I'm doing what, as I'm adding it into cat. So I'm going to say product model P is equal to new product model. Okay, so I'll just be initializing it. Product model dot, I'll need the title, so I'll get it from C dot what dot title, dot it was called name, product name. Okay, what else do I need? I need category. No, category I'm not interested, so I can keep it nothing, because we did not consider that when we're saving this product into the what, into the cat. Just keep it as nothing. What else do we need? We need details, so it's going to be C dot what dot details. Details don't need them, so I'll keep it nothing. What else do we need? We need price. Yes, it's C dot what dot price, and we need to convert this one to integer. It's going to be integer dot value of this. Okay, so it's better to put in what, in try and catch to avoid a program to crash. To convert to integer, it's better to put in a try and catch. Okay, so what else do we need? P dot what? P dot product ID. Yes, we need it. It's going to be product ID. It's going to be C dot what product ID. What else do we need? Have we got the photo? Product ID is over, title is over, now the photo image here, we'll call it photo, product photo. Yeah, so I've converted cat objects into product objects. So after, I have to add this product into a list of products that we created here, this one. So it's going to be products dot add, and I pass P. We've been adding them into P, and I pass P. So that's how we need. And then after, I'll have now to call what, feed data. Okay, so that's when we'll do what, the feeding data here. Okay, so this is the feed data, and the step that we're taking, and so I'll have to uncomment this one. Okay, like that. So we need to add, we need to change this one. We need to add here a recycler view here in this linear layout. Instead of having this linear layout, this dummy data, I'm going to change it to what, recycler view. So I'll come here on top here, and after this title products, I'm going to put there what, a recycler view. So just simply come here and add there a recycler view. I'll make it much parent the width and height of wrap content. I'll give it an ID of what, of maybe how should I call it, an ID of products, or cat products, and I close it. Cat products. Okay, so after doing that, then I'll come back and change here where there is I'll have to find it. Okay, it will be recycler view is equal to find view by id r.id dot this, cat products. So by doing like this, it should be able to put our products there. I hope you're following, and I hope you're understanding. So I'll run the project and we see. So we go and click on cut. Oh, there's something problem again. Let's see what could be the issue. Oh, we did not initialize products. It's supposed to be new array list. Okay, let's run it again. So let's click on cut again. You can see yeah, there it comes, and we're having our products in that form. So for me, we don't want to be a product, we don't want to have products in this form, yeah, of course you do. We want our products to be in this kind, okay, in this kind, according to this design. The product in the checkout should be like this dummy that we put there, okay, you know that, right? The product in the checkout should be like this dummy content that we put there. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to change these ones to become like this, okay? So I'm going to create another layout, and the logic that I'm going to do, I'll be setting the layout that the adapter should use each time that I call it, okay? So let us go ahead and create this layout, second layout, instead of having this one, okay? So I'll just simply come here to our cart, okay, and copy this, a single layout. What is it? It is here, right? This is a single layout, it is this one. It starts from here, you can see it. So I'll copy it, I can cut it, so I'll copy it, and I'm going to create for it a layout. This is just a single view item of just a dummy product cut item that we are doing. So I'm going to copy it and create for it an item, okay? So I'll simply come to our projects, and then I come to where there is there's adapter, where the adapter is. It is here. So I'll come here where they're finding the layout, which is here, item product. So I'm going to press Ctrl and click on it. So this is the first one. So I'm going to change this one, I'm going to modify it. I'm going to make a second one like this, okay? So if you want to make a second one, you can just simply come to file and say save as. Is save as there? No. Okay, press F6. F6? No. F5. Yeah. Press F5. It will going to copy it and modify it. Okay, let me just show you step by step. Just come to the file that you want to modify. For example, I want to modify this one and make a second copy of it. You can create a new one from scratch, but for me, I want to use this very one. So just press click here to go to it, and there it is. So I'm just going to press Ctrl and drag and drop it, and in the same folder. That one can also copy it, okay? Press Ctrl, hold, then drag and drop this folder. Let me repeat. Press and hold Ctrl key, and then drag and drop the item product here. Then you'll have that one. So I'm going to call this one 1. Okay, so we're going to have the two of them. So you're having, see, this first one and the second one here. See this one and the second one. So I'm interested in this second one. I'm going to make it split and I'll minimize it here. So I'm going to change this into, so I'll have to collapse this from here and then paste the second linear layout here. Okay, so I'll have to press Alt and Enter to have this resolved like this. So press Alt and Enter. Okay, so you can see we're having our single item like that. I hope you can see it, right? I hope you can. So that's our next item. Now the next thing that we should do, we should make sure that it's having all the IDs that the first one is having, so that they should be uniform. Otherwise, if it are not uniform and the adapter will try to find the ID and it's not found, it will do what? It will crash. So we're going to begin with the what. Let us look at the IDs, all the IDs that we have here. Okay, so we begin with the ID of a title. Let us look at all of them. So begin the ID of the parent layout. It should be linear layout, the parent layout. Okay, so here also the parent layout is a linear layout. That is good. So I'll just put here the ID of linear layout of a parent. Okay, I want just have two styles of product item. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, it's my own logic. You can make your own logic also. So the second one, it's the image. Copy the same ID, come to this second one, give the second ID as the image. The next one is the what? Is the title. I'll come here and copy this title. Where is it? It is here. Our title is here. I'll remove this one and make it title. The next one is the text view of the price. So I'll come here and put here the price and put it here. You can also as well create a separate adapter for the cart, so you can handle the quantity. But for me, I just want to use the same. That's why I'm trying to make these jargons. But if you want to do a clean thing, you can as well make a separate adapter for the cart. For example, here I'm not able to handle the quantity because the adapter for the product does not handle the quantity. But if you're to handle the quantity, then you have to create a separate one for the cart. So that's it. I think the IDs are over. All the IDs are over. So now this adapter, I see. Now we'll go to the adapter of products. Okay, so this adapter of product, I'm going to be choosing here. I'm going to be making decision here if we should use the style 1 or the style 2. We're having the first style for that grid and the second style, the one that we just created right now. So I want to be making the decision at this point when I'm inflating the layout, whether I should use the style 1 or style 2. So it means that I'll need also another variable for the styles. Okay, and put this error here, and I'm going to put here another variable here, just in the very main here. I'm going to put here another variable for the style. I'm going to call it style. It's going to be a string maybe, and I'd call it style or layout style. Layout style, and by default I'll make it to be 1 or to be style 0. Okay, so I'll come here on initializing here in the constructor. I'm going to add another parameter which is going to be string of style, so that when the user will be creating this adapter, he should be also specifying the style that they should use. Okay, so this dot style is equal to the style layout, the layout style. Okay, so after doing that, let us come and make a decision here. It's a if the style dot equals 0, you should do the style 1. I mean the default style that we're using here. You should inflate the style, the default style. I'll put here the else if this layout style is one. If the second one is 1, what I'll do, I'll come and inflate the 1 here. You see the second one that we just did, item product 1. In case it is 1, I hope you've understood there. Okay, so the else, lastly, I'll just make the default 1, which should be the first one. Okay, so in case we specify these two, so it will do like that. So I'll have to initialize this view here first, and I'll first do what? I'll first do what? I'll first declare it and then initialize it here. initialize it, initialize it, initialize it. I don't need to declare it again and again. Okay, so that's how we do it. Now it means that now our parameters always, when you're creating the adapter, it will always ask us one more parameter to specify the style. So you can do this for more style and use the same adapter. Okay, so that's the logic. So let's now go to our checkout. You see now it will be having an error. What? It is the what? For the style. So I will pass the style 1 like this. Of course, now in our main activity it will also cry. Okay, about the style. What is the error though? It is here. And we'll pass the third parameter, which is style 0. I hope you've understood. So let us run the project again and we see. So that's the project. Now let us click on adapter. You can see you're having the second style, but the problem is the second style. The problem is what? You can see the problem is we are using grid layout. Okay, so we have to change it to what? To linear layout, as well as putting this line that is separating them in the bottom, or the padding. Okay, the margin that separates them in the bottom. So you can simply come to our single style, the second style, this one, and give them margin bottom, or maybe medium or large. Let us give them large. Okay, so you should have the spacing. Now here also on the checkout, instead of giving it a grid layout, let's change it to what? To linear layout manager. And linear layout manager just takes one parameter, which is the context, and then if you run it, everything should be okay. Now we need to remove this dummy. Of course, we're no longer interested in it, so I'll collapse and remove it. I will also collapse here and remove it. Okay, so let's run the project. I don't know whether this, yeah, let's run the project now. Okay, so there it is. So I click on this, you can see our products are there, just because I've not connected to internet. But if I connect to internet, you see the pictures are there. Okay, so I'm not interested right now in the click listeners for now. And this spacing bottom, I say as if it is too huge. Maybe you can make it like instead of putting large, you can put maybe medium size. Okay, so that's it. Now it's time to do what? To work on the user information. So if the user is not logged in, I'll not allow him to access this page until we make sure that he's logged in. So when they are logged in, then we'll be able to feed here the information, and they are able to do what? To submit their orders. So let's do that right now. First of all, so I'll have to call this method. You know, this method that we did in sign in is logged in. We did it in sign in or sign up? In sign in. Okay, like we check if the user is logged in or not. So this is it. So I'll copy this. I'm going to explain it. Of course, we had done it before. So I'll just simply come here in our checkout activity, in the very main activity, even before we do anything. Okay, here before we do anything, we'll begin by checking if the user is logged in or not. You see, that's it. User model, logged in user, it is here. So I can make this one to be public here, so we can access it anywhere. I mean to be global, so I can access anywhere. So it will be user model is equal to user.get logged in user, and then say if is null. Okay, I'll check now if here it's equal to null. Here, here I get logged in user from this logic, when we did this one, right? You can pause the video and look at it. We did this logic sometime behind when you're logging in the user. So I'm getting this user here. So if it is null, then I'll say you are not logged in. Okay, you are not logged in. Okay, and I finish and return. Okay, in case the user is null. Okay, I finish and return. I'll not allow the user to go beyond here in case they are not logged in. Okay, so instead of doing this one, I'm going to be redirecting them to the sign up page. To the sign up page, you are not logged in, and then I redirect them to the sign up page. So to do that, I'll just simply say intent I is equal to new intent, and I pass the context, which is this, and I pass the sign up activity dot class, like that, and then I start the activity. It's going to be this dot start activity, and I pass the I. So in case the user is not logged in, I'll just redirect them to the sign in or sign up page. Okay, sign up activity. So let's do that now. So see, you're not logged in, and I'm taking the user direct to the sign up page. So that's what you need. Now of course the user will go ahead and sign up. Now let us proceed the project and see. Now in case they are logged in, and when they click on submit order, that's what they're going to do. I have to correct this spelling. It's going to be submit. So it's going to be ID submit order. So I'll have to find this one in the main activity. Okay, here we're having get data or feed data, so I can do that from doing the recycler view. Here I can also add, the other one is a button, and I'll then here come and here inside the feed data is equal to find should by id dot that, let's say this dot set on click listener new on click listener. Now here I'm going to create a method, or I'm going to call a method that I'm going to create, that is going to be submit order. Okay, so press alt and enter to create this method in the main checkout there. So at this point I'm going to submit now the order at this point. Okay, now let's do the submitting order logic. Okay, so that's another thing. So we need to create the order logic. I think we need to create an order model. So this order model is the one that will be submitting in the Google's Firebase first. Okay, so we come here to the project and you create that order model. Oh, time has gone. Let us give it 5 minutes. If it's not done in 5 minutes, then we'll postpone the next class. Okay, so let's go ahead and come to the model here. Right click on it, say new Java class. I'm going to call it order model. Okay, so this order model first of all will have public string of order id equal to nothing, and the next thing is going to be the user. So the good thing about Firebase, you can even store the objects of other of other classes. So I'm going to have here the user or the customer that was ordered this product. Of course, it's going to be user model, right? I'm calling it customer. So all the information about the customer will come here. I'm going to make a default one first. It's going to be new. That's empty customer model. So the next one is going to be now the list of what? Of the cart that the user is buying. So I'm going to put public list of what? Of cart model. And I'm going to call it products, cart, equal to new array list. So that's it. That's it. Now I think that's all we need for the what. Maybe we can put the basic things like the username, but that's all we need for now. We can put maybe the price. If you want to be sorting by price, you can put it on top here, something like that. If you want to sort by username, you can sort it like that from here. You can add it there on top here. So be initializing them before you do what? You add them to the Firebase first. So here we're going to go ahead and do what? And place the order. Create this object and place it in the cart. So here on submit order, so we're going to have order model. I'm going to call it order model is equal to new order model, like this. So we've had that. So the next thing is to initialize the ID. The ID, of course, we're going to have here Firebase database. It's called Firebase Firestore DB is equal to Firebase Firestore dot get instance. Okay, I think that's it. That's how we do it. Okay, so to get the let me put here public static string. Is it public string static or public static string? I'm going to call it I'm going to create the name of what? Of product, orders. I'm going to call it orders. I can call customer orders. Customer orders is equal to customer orders. That's going to be the name of the table for the customer's orders, the name of the collection table for the customer orders. Okay. So I'm going to do what now to get the order ID. It's going to be order dot what? Dot order ID dot order ID is equal to db dot collection of this customer what? Customer orders dot document dot get, and here it will get us what? An ID. And then after we'll go ahead and do what? And after doing that, we'll go ahead and now initialize the user model or the customer. Dot customer, of course, is equal to the logged in what? The logged in user. After doing that, we'll go ahead and get now the product list. That list. Is it called cart? Is called what? The cart list, of course, that we have here. We call it cart models. This one that we initialized, that we were saving in the database. Okay, the one that we put here. So by doing this, you have enough information for the what? For displaying or contacting the user and the thing that they have ordered for. So after doing that, let's go ahead and submit this data in the what? In the Firebase. It's going to be db dot what? Dot collection, which is going to be customer orders dot document, and specify the document ID, which is going to be this ID that we created here. Specify it here. No, is it? Yeah. Order model ID, and then you go ahead and put dot what? Dot set, and we pass the order model here. Order model, and then we go ahead and add the click listener. The complete listener add on success listener is equal to new on success listener, and I can make a toast order submitted successfully, and then submitted successfully. And then after finishing it, I'll go ahead and just finish. Let me just I'll go back in case it finishes, okay, and return. Maybe I make sure that I return. Okay, so on fail add on fail listener, it's going to be new on fail listener. It's going to be make a toast fail to submit order because I put the reason. It's going to be here in the exception.get message, okay, and also return. Okay, so I put a semicolon. So I can put a dialog bar, a progress dialog bar, progress bar. I'll be initializing it here. Progress bar is equal to new progress bar, and I pass the context, which is equal to this, I think. Yeah, simple. And then I can say let's set title set message. Why is not suggesting set what? Set title this is progress bar, not progress dialog. Progress Alright, the word loading, or please wait. And I can set maybe to be cancelable false. And then after doing that, we go ahead and show it here. Dot show. So when you finish, make sure that you hide it and destroy it if possible. Dismiss, sorry. Likewise here, make sure that you hide it and dismiss it. Okay, so there we go. I think that's all. Okay, so the only thing, like if we successfully finishing, then you have to clean the cat. Try. That's going to be cat model the delete all. Catch exception toast in case it fails, fail to clear the cat. So in case it fails, okay, so that's it. I think that's all. Yeah. What else? I think that's all. Let's go ahead and run the project and we see. So that's our project. I click on cut. See, you are not logged in, so I'll keep this information and click on sign up. Use the same email already exists, so I'll put John 33, and then I minimize my, and that's my password, and that's my phone number. Click on sign up. Your account has created successfully, and you can see everything is okay. So I'm logged in as well. So let's go ahead and go back to the cart. You see, everything is okay. So here you have to feed the information. I forgot to do that. Just set the text of the user information here. Okay, and then you see, I go ahead and now submit the order. It is submitting. Order submitted successfully. That's beautiful. So in the next video, we'll go ahead and retrieve these orders by the administrators, and do not allow anyone to access these orders apart from administrators and the user who are logged in to access their own orders. I hope that video was helpful. If it was, please make sure that you like it and share it with your friends on your social media platforms, as well as subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please let us meet in the next video, where I think we're going to make the conclusion of this project, and then after I'll show you how you can put such a project on Google Play Store. Thank you for watching. See you there.